What's up, guys? We're back. This is another build episode because, as you see behind me, the first jump, not the wooden one, but the first dirt jump, and then we have no lip. So what I did, because all my friends are grown and have normal jobs, so during the week I have to work on these by myself, which isn't a problem. With that being said, I want to have less maintenance for myself, so I took out this lip and the third lip down there. I'm probably gonna eventually take out this lip as well, but we're gonna see how these go first before I rip that one out, because I like that jump. It's small, it's just a long and low. When it does get weathered, it's not really that much to work on, so it's not a big deal. So we took all the dirt from the lip, we put that on the landing. We're gonna stack that up. It doesn't look that tall right now. I'm a massive 5.5 foot tall, and I'm just taller than this landing, so I'm hoping to stack that landing up. After we square off the edges, we should be able to stack the landing up to about 6 feet, maybe a little higher. And then I think I'm gonna put a 5 foot lip here. My old yard in California had a 6 foot box, and I really like that lip. So I think I'm gonna replicate that one down there. And then I'm actually gonna put my resi mat on that landing instead of the airbag, because I'm slowly reconfiguring a few things. A 5 foot lip to a slight right hand hip into like this little waterfall, like turning left roller thing. You'll really be able to build speed here, pump this roller, and then down there should be perfect for a good 6 foot lip, I would imagine. And I don't really know where, when we had this jump before, it wanted to push you out to the side, so I've kind of filled it in and banked it out a bit. So I left the dirt like super wide for the landing. That way we can ride it, and if we don't really like where it sits, then we can readjust the lip, and then once we know where the landing's gonna go, then we'll just restack everything. That landing will stay pretty rough. We'll get this one nice and box stacked and boxed up. But first, let's build some lips. And then when the lips are built, I'm gonna get some buddies over, then we're gonna find the right distance, so. All right, more kicker how-tos. 5 foot and a 6 foot build. All right, so we pulled out 4 sheets. With this being OSB, we've talked about it before, this is the cheaper wood that doesn't hold water very well, so we're gonna paint the crap out of it. But I'm hoping if we can strip it out enough, I think I'm gonna double layer it to give it a little more life. So like I said, I got stacks of this wood, but I'm gonna try my best to salvage as much material out of these as we can, and hopefully make 2 different lips out of 4 sheets. Over here, we have laid out, we have my highly engineered radius pole. So we'll lay all the ply out and then mark it. A buddy of mine did 6 foot with a 10.5 foot radius. His ramp looks good, but I think we'll mark it out, we'll stand it up and look at it. And then with a 5 foot lip, I'm thinking, we're doing a foot lower, so maybe we'll try 9.5 foot radius and see. I don't know, trial and error. We'll mark it out and we'll see what's up. So I didn't plan to make this like a full how-to build video, because if you've seen some other videos, I've already done a how-to kicker video, but to be honest, I didn't really like how that one turned out. The wooden lip I have now, it goes to the airbag. It's 2x4 framed up out of 45, and the transition actually sits on that. That was pretty hard to get accurate. What I really want to do is keep full side pieces out of full sheets, and then we can just rib them all up, and I think I can actually use less material that way, because every one of my builds is about how we can build them for the cheapest way possible. So we're going to do the 5 foot lip first. I like to leave just the thickness of a 2x4 laying on its side, which 2x4 is actually 1.5 inches. So we're gonna start this at 1.5 inches. That way I can start it, do a 2x4 on brick or something, and then I'll build the rest out with dirt. Try to keep the wood off the ground. I really don't know how the guys do it. Like, unless they seam it and I've never noticed it, it looks like all the slope style stuff at like Crankworks and all that. It looks like it's just one big cutout on the side radius, and I know it's a lot easier than I'm thinking, and I'm just overthinking it. Sometimes you just need that one little trigger. So if anybody's watching and they know how to do that, and maybe they're just cutting big sheets, I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably overthinking it, but feel free to leave in the comments to let me know. This is the steepness. Kind of looks mellow. All right, so I got this app. It's called Angle Pro. And yeah, I just took it over to my airbag lip. There's an extension on it. It was about 60 degrees, and then with the extension is about 62. So I think I want this to be about 60 degrees, ideally. Not too steep, not too mellow. It's only the second jump, and it's only 5 foot, so it doesn't need to be that poppy at that short of a jump. I mean, that says 61. 9.5 foot radius, and it says 61 degrees. I want it to be about 6 inches. So we have 2x4 ribs. Like I said, we're gonna save as much as possible. So we're gonna cut this into one big strip at 6 inches. That's our lip. All right, I'm gonna cut this into the 6-inch strip and then lay it and temple it as much as we can and see how many transitions we can get out of it. All right, this is the top trannies. If my brain was turned on today, I would have cut these out of the same piece we originally cut out and still had one full one, but brain's not on today. So, but we were able to double it up. So we got 4 templates for sides. We're gonna screw these together so it'll be super thick sides. That'll make it nice and sturdy. And then we'll obviously have 2x4s in the middle. Gotta cut 4 bottoms now. Bottom transition. 5 foot lip is done. We got our 5 foot lips. Now let's cut our 6 foot. All right, I just pieced this together. This is the ultimate rig up. Imagine that's a full sheet. That's corner to corner, that's a full sheet of 4x8. So we're missing this corner and we're missing that whole section. And here, when we made the 5 foot, we did a 1 sheet and then 1 sheet up. So now, same thing, imagine this is here and that's up there. If I do it right, the radius should go all the way through there. And I'm thinking we can get a 6 foot piece. We're still working with our first 2 sheets. We have double layered 5 foot. We've technically, if you went and bought 2 sheets of like 3/4 inch ply, but you could build sides with 3/4 inch ply with good ply. It's not gonna rot as quick at OSB. So if you had if you went and bought 2 pieces, you could have 2 5 foot kickers so far. 6 foot. We pushed it back to 10.5 foot radius too. Believe it or not, I did it. Squeezed one out. Got the transition thickness of the 2x4. Comes out 6 inch width, all the way up to oh, it's that line. All the way up to 6 foot right there. That's the height. So angle looks, our steepness looks pretty good. Sick. Check it out. We got another transition. This is the 6 foot at 10.5. So 5 foot, 9.5 foot radius, 6 foot tall, 10.5 foot radius. And we're still on the first 2 sheets of ply. If you like do this smart enough, you got the good stuff. So this ply is about, or this OSB is like 10 to 13 bucks a sheet. And I double layered it. So we're on 2 sheets. So let's say 40 bucks for the good ply. Good ply, 20 bucks a sheet, 2 sheets, we're at 40 bucks. Ribs, the 2x4s down the middle. I mean, 2x4s are, you can get them from anywhere from $2 to $4. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14. let's say 16 to be safe. 16 ribs. You get 8-foot piece, that's 8 2x4s. 18, 21, 24. So 24 bucks. So we're at, say, okay, let's say 65 bucks. 2 sheets to layer it. You could probably get thin ply for 10, 80 bucks? 80 bucks. You save up 80 bucks, roughly. Don't quote me on that. You save up 80 bucks. You'll need a few more 2x4. Let's say 100 bucks. $100. You can get you a good kicker ramp. Obviously I'm building 2, but there's plenty of room, plenty of material to do a 5 or 6-foot kicker for around $100. Spend you a day making the lip, or you can spend a day digging a hole and making a dirt lip that you're gonna have to maintain. You can at least do a wood one, and you might only have to maintain it once a year due to weather, depending on where in the world you live. That's pretty tight. Less than 100 bucks for sure. You can have a kicker. Less shoveling, and I just got to shovel the flat bottoms and landings. Sold. We have 1, so we actually need 3 more. To double layer, we need 3 more of that. So we'll get another one. I might get more. I can get a full, oh, for sure. I can get a whole nother sheet out of that, whole side. We saving money, people. Let's do this. Bottom piece. See if we can fit the bottom over here. Oh, there we go. So we can do the bottom on this side. All right, so that piece can come out of that. I don't think that's long enough for anything. Whoa. Dude, we're gonna get 2 more. Tight. If we, no way. No way that's gonna work. I actually think if I would have been smarter with those and had those triangles, it would have gave me a little more room. 2 there. 1, 2, 3. So this is nothing. 3. That's our bottoms. We do this one here. And you can do that one here, and then another one there. Oh, we're gonna be 1 shy. Maybe I'm just late to the game, but this is cool to learn. Builders that do this all the time, they might know. I'm sure they know. And I'm just new to it, but still excited. Yes, then we're gonna put another one here. Literally 1 shy. That sucks. We use so much wood though, that's awesome. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make a lot of kickers out of 2 sheets of ply. So I didn't film that process because I'm running out of light, I had to hurry. But check it out. Dude, I'm blown away. Like I said, I could be late to the show and this might be a normal thing, but look at this. I'm missing 1 piece. And I figured since I'm double layering these, I'm literally gonna take some of my scraps and I'm just gonna layer up one side. It'll be kind of ghetto, but I'll do it on the inside. You'll never see it. You'll still have the stiffness. But dude, if I wasn't double sheeting, remember that's 4 as well. That would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 different jumps you could have made. Especially if it was 5-footers. You can make 4 5-foot kickers or 6-foots. This is sick. I'm so pumped. Like I have 2 more. Look, I brought 4 sheets out and I have 2 sheets that are uncut. And this is all the scraps out of, if I would have done it a little better, I think like those 2 sections would have been chopped up as well. But that's all I have. That's all the scraps I have from 2 sheets of ply. I'm pumped. Well, we're running out of sunlight. We're gonna rib these up tomorrow. All right, back at it. Day number 2. I got a bunch of 2x4s cut. I went ahead and cut them down to 46 inches because we're using 1/2 inch ply, doubled up, so that's 1 inch on each side. 4 foot wide is 48 inches. So 1 inch on each side, we need a -2 inches, so that gives us 46 inches for the inner ribs, which will give us an exact 4 foot wide takeoff. Got the kickers laid out. We're gonna take those ribs and start screwing them together. And remember, this ramp won't actually sit up. We got to make the legs. As this video turned into saving as much wood as possible, you know, we ran out of wood. We ran out of space for like one last transition. So what I did was use some of the cutoffs. That's the transition. I screwed them on. So then I'm just gonna go through and hack them off. And we got double layers. Pretty happy that it looked. 5 foot, 6 foot, what'd I say? 9.5 foot transition and 10.5 foot transition. I forgot to show you one thing. So, remember, pulled out 4 sheets for the templates. Didn't even have to use them. Didn't even have to touch those, which is sick. Everything under that ramp is all the scraps that I had. That's pretty good. That's all the scraps. If you saw in my, I think it was the quarter pipe video, I had like these big like footballs left over that was like so much wood that just gets wasted. Pretty pumped. You guys might not appreciate that as much as I do. That's pretty satisfying to know I saved that much wood and used so much out of 2 pieces. So, back in the yard. This ramp was meant to be finished already, but if you follow me on social media, or if you follow me on Instagram, you kind of saw we had a loss in the family. Cosmo passed away. It's Monday, so he passed away a week ago today. Yeah, not much to say about it. We're all devastated here. We woke up last Monday morning after a weekend of camping and little dude died in his sleep, so it's been pretty hard. We're about a week behind on everything because we just were not functioning very well last week at all. Sucks. Cosmo was only 3.5. We're still waiting on blood work to hopefully figure out what happened, but anyways, let's get to the good stuff. I don't want to talk about that. So yeah, we got the lip, and this is the 5 foot kicker, 6 foot over there. And what we're gonna do now, obviously it's just leaning on the jump right now. So yeah, let's get into it.
We're here live at 95 acres with Willow.
A pregnant ass belly.
With the pregnant. And as you can see around us, we have beautiful control burns going on. We have some landscaping happening. There has been some vegetable gardening, and the dog is happy as can be. Back to you, Barry.
Literally been out here all day, but as you saw in the time lapse, we're stacked. We chopped this side out. I figured had a lot of dirt, so I did a little runaway here. I really planned to ride it in this video, but it's a lot more work than planned. But yeah, so everything's stacked up. It's actually not quite as high as I want, but I'm gonna steepen up the landing. And maybe if I can get 6 more inches out of it, that'll be good. I can shave the sides a lot more. There's still a lot of bulk dirt here, but this is, what? Dinner's ready. It's like 7 o'clock. She hates it when I stay out too long. Anyways, we'll sign off real quick. So, 5 foot lip is done, 5 foot tall. It's, I think it's slanted down a little bit. Still gotta cut those little pieces, but it's pretty good. This is on the beeline, so I'm not worried about it being too steep and big, but yeah. 5 foot lip. I'm gonna go for a little over a 6 foot landing. It's as long as it's nice and progressive for everyone, and the next one will actually be a big one, but You saw it. Everything's stacked. We'll sheet this. I'm gonna finish that and then sheet this. It's Monday, so looking good, Bama crew. Looks like we're gonna have a session this weekend, so hope it helped. Sorry for the delay, and yeah, the norm. Like, subscribe, and be back tomorrow to finish it up. Later.